And those
Lou
are
Diamond's
the figures.
music.
You probably can't see it quite well from where you're seated, but those are the ugly children in the front of the classroom here, with Uncle Sam being sort of the person that's putting the classroom into order. The United States spoke of it as expanding democracy. That was the way in which they couched what they were up to. But in many ways, it was very racially charged. It was about how do we conquer other lands and other peoples for purposes of U.S. global economic interests. And so this cartoon, which is entitled "School Begins," is a way of sort of conveying the lessons that Uncle Sam learned. And the blackboard in the back of the classroom really talks about this idea that the consent of the government is fine, but not when it comes to people like this, right? And so you see also in this classroom setting an African American depicted there on the left-hand side washing the window. The Asian is outside of the classroom. This is a signal that this is someone who is uneducable. And the Native American is there with a book upside down. The major newspapers were running political cartoons of this type. This is the Cincinnati Post. And so the line of sort of infantile-like ugly figures represent Puerto Rico, Cuba, the Philippines. Again, the classroom setting, the United States really acting as, right, the person that was going to be leading the class. And here you have a similar depiction with Puerto Rico, Cuba, Philippines, all being depicted as infantile, people incapable of governing themselves, and Uncle Sam as really in essence, the great white hope. And of course, Puerto Rico was always, and in many respects, this sort of attitude still prevails in terms of how people really think of Puerto Rico. As people that aren't able to govern themselves, people incapable of being able to manage their own affairs, and isn't that why they're in debt in any case? Not understanding, right, how colonialism has really put Puerto Rico into a very difficult economic situation, which we'll discuss.
I hope we've interested you in investing in our Miramar project, our little whorehouse. I have one investor who said, "You got me when you said it was a whorehouse." I just want to tell people I own part of a whorehouse in Puerto Rico.